Erik Linask here in Las Vegas, Nevada, coming to you from CompTel. I'm talking here this morning with Brian Savory from ADVA. Brian, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right. Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure. A couple of different things that we wanted to touch on today. Maybe we start with the announcement that you guys just made.
Yeah, ADVA's rolling out a new service, a Network Operations Center, a NOC service. Good news there is that now we can offer our customers not only equipment, installation, maintenance, but we can add that NOC service onto it. And so it will look to them almost like a pseudo-managed service, except on their own, but not through a carrier.
And what was the driving momentum behind that? Is that something that customers were already asking for?
Yeah, we had a customer base in the financial community, several financial types that were looking for that 7x24 by 365 NOC service, taking a look at each one of the network elements, taking a look at if there was any alarms. They even wanted a break fix service from us, so it's all inclusive.
Well, and the managed service style arrangements are really becoming more and more popular with customers just wanting to have that complete end-to-end support. One
carrier, one turnkey solution, and we can offer that now that we have this. We've announced this new NOC services. We've got the main NOC center is in Atlanta, Georgia, with a backup up in Canada.
Excellent. Now, another thing that I know you wanted to touch on a little bit at least is you've been doing some work with Juniper. Tell me about that.
Well, I want to say for maybe the past year or two, we've been working on interoperability at the GMPLS control plane level. Mm-hmm. And so what I can tell you today is that our gear and their gear are completely interoperable GMPLS control plane. And that's the good news for the here and now.
What does that mean for their customers?
Well, if you've got a Layer 3 Juniper router and a Layer 1 ADVA optical networking ring, you can use the router can now, using GMPLS, set up optical control planes from one edge to the other. Layer 3, Layer 1, Layer 3. And so that's the beginning of a agile core network or a dynamic network that can be provisioned or reprovisioned on the fly.
So really critical in today's age of more and more applications and services being delivered at moment's notice.
Dynamically.
Yes.
I guess that would be the way to put it, sure.
Exactly. And how long have you been working with Juniper on this?
I don't quote me on this, but I think it's over a year. It might even be 2 years. It's been a while.
Excellent. So speaking of a while, it's been a while since we started talking about the stimulus plans. Now we're starting to finally see some money flow back into the economy, and I know that you have over at ADVA at least a couple of stimulus wins to talk about.
Yes, I think NOAANet was our first. Pacific Northwest Merit Network, Research and Education in Michigan was our second, and I think just recently Show Me Power in Missouri, electric membership co-op, was announced. So we're starting to see those stimulus dollars flow into the economy.
Which is not only good for the economy, but good for the communications industry.
I agree, yes.
How quickly are we going to start seeing more stimulus dollars flowing, do you think?
It's going to be a gradual process. I think that what happened universally was that it took everybody longer to complete their environmental impact assessment than they thought it would be. It took everybody a little bit longer to procure and install their fiber than they thought. Then and only then were they able to issue an RFP for their equipment. And so that process has been drawn out a little bit. And as network infrastructure, fiber is deployed, segment by segment, then they can order the optical networking equipment for each one of those segments and deploy them.
Are you shipping on those deals already?
I think we shipped on NOAANet already. I know we did, and I think we've shipped a small portion. I know they've ordered some of the segments at Merit, and I think we might have shipped an initial short segment.
Well, that's fantastic. Great news. Anything exciting on the horizon that you can talk to us about?
Well, I think if you were watching the news wire, OFC, out at OFC, Juniper made an announcement, I think, about their packet optical transport, which is a future product coming out the fourth quarter, the first quarter next year. And the good news is there that we are a partner with them, and they are going to be using ADVA's shelves and amplifiers and ROADMs in that solution, which I think is good news for both organizations. There's going to be some synergies, not only from an equipment and network perspective, but from a customer perspective as well.
And potentially leading to an even greater expanded relationship in the future?
I can't really talk to that. That's probably something that's happening at a pay grade a little bit higher than mine.
Understood. I've been talking here at Comtel in Las Vegas with Brian Savory from ADVA. Brian, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.